Hello, welcome back to Co-Parent of Chaos. It's Tamaya.
It's me, Joel.
Thanks for tuning back in with us.
Thanks for tuning in.
Before we jump into the video, please hit the like button, share it with somebody if you think they would benefit from it, and hit the subscribe button so that every time we make a video, you'll get notified. And also, there is a freebie at the top of the comments. Hit that button and get our freebie. It'll help with your communication. Um,
4 successful tips to co-parenting. Get that? It will bless you. It'll be good. Anyway, so today we want to talk about, well, we're talking about maybe something that you've seen either in the mall, in the store, at school,
at church.
at church, maybe in your house. I'm talking to you. You. It may be in your house. If it's not in your house, I'm not talking to you. But if it is, I'm talking to you. You know. How do you know if your child's a brat? You know,
Is your kid spoiled?
spoiled. Spoiled. You know. So what's a brat? A brat is a very annoying child, especially when they just ill mannered. They have no sense of self control, and the world is all about them. They don't care about nothing besides themselves. You know.
And what they want.
Yeah. You know. You know. How do you identify a brat? Uh, you might see them in the store screaming when the mom was like, "Can you please stop!" My child is like, going like a madman. You
Or
know,
they're playing with a toy in the store and the parent says, okay, it's time to go. Let's put it back. And then you see them screaming, maybe kicking,
drop on the floor,
maybe they're on the floor.
tantrum. You know what I mean? That's sad. That's a young brat, and usually you might even see an older brat in the young teens or young tweens. They have a funky attitude with everybody. Nobody can't tell them nothing, and they throw tantrums too.
Just in a different way.
Yeah, yeah. They're ready to fight people for their cell phones in school. Wish somebody would fight me.
No, we don't want anybody to do that.
No, I want no, no, I don't want them to do that.
But they show it in a different way at that age. It will be their body language,
Yeah,
um, their attitude, like you said,
brat.
the way they might give you certain looks or sly comments. There's, different ways um, to identify
Yeah,
those behaviors.
and the thing is is it's bad enough for us, for we as humans. We have to deal with our own self, our own flesh. But then the child doesn't become a brat all on their own. You know, the stuff that their parent allow, or even allow is allowed, the stuff that they taught. You know,
Over time.
over time. Um, Stuff is um, for a child. Things are more caught than you're taught. They do what you allow. You know what I mean? I listened to someone say something about coaching. Um, you may not have coached them to become a brat, but you have allowed them to become a brat. Just like if you're playing a basketball game, it's almost like the team could be making a whole bunch of mistakes, but then if you're the coach, and if you don't stop them from making silly plays or stop them from throwing away the ball, your job as the coach is to call a timeout and say, "Hey, man, let's go back to the play. Let's run this play." But if you don't stop the play and you allow it to just carry on, you're just as bad. You're just as bad. So more than likely, if the child's a brat, you as a parent, you probably thought about this. You probably thought about your child's happiness was your first priority. Your child happiness shouldn't be your first priority. You should want them to be a good child, a godly child. You want to try to raise them in the ways that God told you to raise them, not trying to make them happy. Happiness is fleeting.
I was just about to say because they'll be happy for 5 minutes, and then they'll be like, oh, no, I want this.
Yeah,
No, I want that. And if you are trying to please them every time they say I want, that's a miserable life. Not
yeah.
only for you, but for them, because you're not teaching them to be um, content or satisfied with what they have,
Or even just self
or even
control.
maybe just
Just stop.
just just stop and sit sometimes. Maybe sit down and think. Make them um, actually see what's around them, see who is around them, and not be just absorbed in
Yeah.
their own little bubble or their own little world. It might even force some creativity to happen.
You
Um,
might even just tell them to shut your mouth. That's just it. Like we're in the store. I ain't got time for this. Shut your mouth. Like, yeah, shut up. I guess you're not supposed to say that, but especially if they're being the brat, just shut your mouth. We're in the store. I don't need that. We'll talk about it later. If we decide to talk about it later, I'll cut you off, my dear. I'm sorry. I just put on my daddy hat just now. And let me take it off.
it's okay. Um, so I have a scenario of of an incident that
Don't talk loud so I
happened.
can hear you, my dear.
I have a scenario for you to think about. So let's say your child's teacher came to you and said, "Hey, your child was very very tired today. You were very sleepy today." And when the teacher let you know, like you know right away, oh, it's because the child was up late on the phone or the tablet
School night.
or
Yeah,
yeah. Not only that, this is a young child,
yeah.
um, so an elementary age child, and the parents, as a parent, what would be your response? Would it be okay, take the device away at a certain time, and okay, it's bedtime, or would your response be, I gotta shut off my Wi-Fi?
Uh,
This is a real story.
yeah.
So, what would be your response for your child if the teacher tells you the child was sleepy today, and you have identified the cause that they are tired is because they were up on the iPad until, I don't know, whatever time on a school night? Would your response be, okay, I gotta fix that? Let me take the device at a certain time, and okay, it's bedtime, or you have to turn your Wi-Fi off to your entire house to keep your child from being sleepy?
And even that's a lie. Who will do that? She can turn off the Wi-Fi for the whole house just for one young child. That means that she don't have no control of the child, and the parents are liar too. You know, you know. Like
What
that's what I'm
What
saying.
do you
Like,
think she's lying about?
why would she turn off? So that means that she had to stop whatever she like. Let's say, let's say the mother has a laptop at the house, or the mother has a cell phone, or who else lives in the house. She would cut off the whole Wi-Fi. Everybody will suffer just because of this little girl, as opposed to correcting just the little girl. She's lying. She won't do that. She won't do that. She just said that just to give you something, just to keep you quiet because she think you're silly. You know, a lot a lot of us as parents, and also us, we lie to ourselves because we really try to make happiness the thing that we just want a child to be happy all the time, happy. But that's a bad vision for a child. I mean, like, if your only vision for your child is for them to be happy, you already blew it as a parent.
Well,
You're
life isn't
spoiled.
like that. Because I mean, you can try to keep them happy, 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 but when they reach a certain age, like, and they get into the actual world, the world is not like that. It's like you almost are setting them up for failure because the world is not going to make them happy, 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 and no person is going to make them happy, happy, happy all the time. I mean, God is the source of our joy, but it's life is not happy, happy, happy all the time. It's not reality.
And next thing too is I'm like you don't even have to even. And you're right, babe. But you don't have to go that far, like in the real world. Like you're gonna make yourself miserable. I mean, even if the child is 1, 2, 3, and they're young, if you keep on trying to make them happy, you're setting yourself up for misery from day one. Anyway, so we have a couple answers for you on how you can probably fix your child from being a brat. First of all, get a vision for your child, for their life. You know, you can't let your eyes dictate what type of um, what type of child you want to have. You know, like there's vision and then there's sight. You know, eyes, y- use your eyes for your sight, but vision is something for the mind. Like like you have to have a vision of what type of person you want your child to be. And if you have the right vision, that vision is going to give you rules and give you discipline and restrictions,
Boundaries.
and then that will dictate to you how you're going to parent. If your child is spoiled and bratish, you have no vision for your child. At least no functional one. At least no good vision. You might have one you think is good, but then if their happiness is the only thing that you're concerned about, you have a miserable time.
They probably might have a short term vision, but long term vision, you gotta you gotta be able to move past your emotions and how you think they feel, or the faces, the sad faces that they give you that melt your heart. Like you gotta be
Yeah.
able to, you gotta see past that.
If all you want to see is your child smiling, that's a sign of insanity. I ain't even sure. I never said that before, but
Yeah, they're not gonna
if
be
you
happy with you all the time.
if you want to see your child smiling all the time, like that's something wrong with you. You know, like life isn't like that. You know, get a vision, like get a true vision for your child. You know, what do you want to be? What type of person? And I'm not even talking about career wise. I mean, just what type of character
Character.
you want to have. What type of character you want to have. Eh, like like if all they do is complain and whine and throw tantrums, that's what they'll become. You
And
become what you practice. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was just thinking when you said like if you're trying to make them happy all the time, what happens when they go to a place like school and they have to be around other people, other children, and I don't I don't know if there's a teacher that's gonna do what you're doing at home, trying to make them happy all the time. Like it's like you're setting them up. Do they know how to respond when somebody says no, or do they know how to respond when things aren't going their way, or it's not their world, like it's not all about them? How do they how do they respond if that's all they know is having their way? My, I want.
Yeah.
Setting them up.
You made the brat. You made him become a brat. You know what I mean?
So
So
gotta fix it.
it is possible, but if been doing brat behavior for a long time, it might take some time. Or who knows? Actually,
It takes consistency. You have to make up your mind that that's what you want to do, and you have to be consistent, and you can change it, you can fix it.
you could fix it, but don't think, oh, I have to fix the child. You have to fix you. You're the problem. Okay,
Ooh,
you're
that's cold, babe.
and cold like that's reality. Yeah, I mean, especially if they're young enough. Like if they're young, if if they're still young and bendable, change your mind. Now if they're older, it's gonna take some
It's a
more
little
work.
harder.
But if they're young is you. You can't be like, oh well, I gotta change them. No, you gotta change you. You gotta change you. You know what I mean? And stop spoiling them. You know, my wife used this word in the beginning, spoil. I've heard people say, "Yeah, I spoil my kids." That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. We don't eat spoiled food, so why would you spoil your child and then push them out in the world thinking that whoever they meet, that's gonna be something pleasant to run into. You don't eat spoiled food, so why do that? Right? It's like even the word even tell you is wrong. I spoil my child. If you if you say that, please stop. Please stop. Please stop saying that. Please stop. Please stop. Anyway,
So
I'm gonna rant. I'm sorry.
hope we gave you some things to
Throw my daddy head off again.
hope we gave you some things to think about today. So just take a short inventory.
Yeah. Your child of Brat. Let us know. Let us know in the chat. You know,
In the comments.
we can help you out with that too.
Yeah, maybe we can
Let us
come
know.
back and talk more about it.
Or we'll respond in the comments. Let us know. Ain't no judgment, but it's judgment.
Yeah, well,
But it's judgment.
It's not. It's
But judgment.
Not judgment. It's to help. So if you identify that
Yeah.
that's something you're struggling with, we can help you out with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we're about to wrap it up. Thanks again for coming and checking us out at Co-Parent Chaos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and pick up the freebie pinned to the top of the chat. 4 proven principles for successful co-parenting. God bless you. Anyway, have a good one. See you.